Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Inside Out Football. I'm your host David. I am so glad to be back again another week. I just saw in the thumbnail and the title. Our guest this week, Seattle Sounders, packing over SECNL, and you're coming of the University of Washington, Alex Hall. How are you doing, bro?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Good. Good to be on.
Yeah. Thank you for being on. I think we had one of your teammates, Gabe, on the podcast. One thing you play with Gabe from playing from the academy, play with Pac, and now you're gonna go ahead and play with him in the University of Washington where you committed. By the way, big congrats.
Thank you.
I have to first ask, after seeing your whole resume and now, where did Alex Hall start? What was your beginning, your club?
Really? I think it started from like the very beginning. Was like when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
Like I've been playing even since I was 2 really. I had a ball on my feet, but even since like when I was 4 years old, that's really when I started. My parents didn't like really force it on me. I played multiple sports, but I think soccer really stood out to me the most.
Okay, you say since 4 years old?
Yeah, so it's been a long time.
What's up with you guys starting that early? So is that the criteria to be a baller? You gotta start that early.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, there's obviously examples like Vardy and other guys like that started a lot later, but it definitely helps for me.
What club did you start at first when you first ever started playing?
I was living in like Bainbridge.
Okay.
So probably Bainbridge Island. I don't even know what they're called anymore, but Bainbridge Island
They
Soccer.
might have changed their name.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago. I've been at a lot of clubs, so.
Okay. What do you think was like before, of course, getting in the academy? What was, do you think, your favorite club before heading to academy?
Like
the one you enjoyed the most. You might not remember all the little details, but the one you think you'll enjoy the most.
I'd have to say Pac, because I was there for 2 years before the academy. But I was also at like Crossfire in Eastside.
Damn, you were around.
Yeah, like when I moved over from Bainbridge, I went to Crossfire just because that was the big name club. But that wasn't a good fit, and I didn't enjoy myself there. So.
Okay. Of course, you play for Pac, you play for Crossfire, you play for Eastside, you play for all these big clubs and all. What position did you play as at first?
I've been center mid the whole time, really.
Center mid, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just been my favorite the whole time, just because you get the ball the most.
Okay. What do you think of the position of a midfielder, from your perspective?
Like my opinion.
Yeah, just on playing midfielder the whole time. What do you think of it? How do you like it?
It's definitely my favorite. I mean, I think right now I'm playing 10, so attacking mid. But personally, I really think my favorite is 8, just because like I actually enjoy the defensive responsibilities and you get the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think midfielders is definitely one of the most important parts of the team. Definitely my favorite position.
Really, that's beautiful. I was gonna ask later on. You went on to play for Sounders Academy. How did you came to get to the Sounders Academy? How did the whole scouting process to getting there start?
Right. So they have like they have scouting even since like U13, U12, called like the Discovery Program, and so I was in that like for like 3 years before the academy.
Okay.
And so really they just knew about me, and when I got to the academy age, they just decided to take me. So.
Okay. What do you think makes it like what's it called separated you from other players in that Discovery Program for you to be selected?
I think one thing that definitely separated me was, I mean, at that young of an age, a lot of coaches tended to favor physicality and speed, stuff like that. But I definitely focused on technique from like the beginning. And as we kind of got older to like 13, 14, that definitely separated because physicality and speed kind of evened out a little bit.
Okay.
As people started to grow. So that definitely helped.
Yeah, I understand that. I want to know when you're faced with in a position where you're playing, with all these eyes on you, knowing how big of a moment that could be for you. Back then, how did you find confidence to get in games and just ball out and be at your best, and take on the pressure?
Yeah, I think for me, gaining confidence was really about like just getting into the game early, getting a few passes in, dribbling past a few players definitely.
Yeah.
That's where I get my confidence from. Getting goals and assists, I mean, that helps obviously the most, but it doesn't happen right away.
No.
So I think it was definitely just relying on my preparation. I already knew I was, I knew I was good enough.
Yeah.
And then just getting into the game early for sure.
I understand. That's a beautiful way to say, because some might think that, hey, like getting an assist or getting a goal might give them their confidence, but of course, there's steps to getting there, to getting an assist in the game, to getting a goal in the game, I want to kind of go outside the box and ask, if you weren't playing football, right? You did playing football when you're getting 4 years old. Where would you find yourself right now?
I think I would definitely be devoted to school.
Okay.
I definitely one of my interests is medicine.
Okay.
So because I've had some injuries in the past, and minor injuries, and I've had good experiences with doctors and friends of mine as well, and so that's just always been an interest of mine.
Oh, nice. Is that what you're gonna be studying going to UW?
Something along that realm. Obviously, it'll be hard to balance something as hard as that with the soccer, but yeah, for sure.
No, I understand. I mean, it just makes sense. I think it's a beautiful way to just see it all. I mean, from you going through those experiences and all, and so we'll say kind of way to give back to also other people that went through the same experience as you.
Exactly that, and it's a way to stay connected to sports, because there's a lot of medicine and injuries related to sports.
Exactly. I want to say you got to the academy. Did you meet Gabe before the academy, or did you guys meet just when you met?
Me and Gabe go way back, probably before even my Eastside days.
Wow.
Yeah, we met in this. It wasn't Crossfire necessarily, but this program that they had, and that's really when we started taking off. Me and him have been playing together a long time. We played on a futsal team together that my dad put together, and so that was fun. And then obviously we played together in the academy.
Okay. So your dad put up together a futsal team?
Yeah, just with local kids in the area that were kind of in the same position we were. And it was pretty fun. We went to nationals and won regional nationals and stuff like that.
How do you like playing futsal?
I mean, futsal is
fun.
Futsal is really fun. I mean, it's just all technique and skill and flair.
And blasting the ball at people. Would you play futsal now?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I don't get into it as much just because of how busy, but I would love to get into it more.
No, I get it. I want to know, you've been playing for all these clubs, you got to an academy and all, but what has inspired you over the years, starting all the way from the young age that you were at? What has been your, your motivation through all these years?
I think mainly just the people that are behind me and the people that have helped me to get to where I am right now. Just proving them right and kind of just proving them right, basically. My dad is a big inspiration for me just because of how much he helps me in my journey. Yeah. And he's a big part of why I'm at where I am now.
Oh, so it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. I want to ask if you weren't playing midfielder. All right, it's you weren't playing midfielder. It's game on the line. You got to play somewhere else. What's the position you would like to play on?
Probably left wing.
Left wing. Okay. Yeah. Goal scorer?
Yeah.
Top right?
That would be fun. I mean, yeah. I mean, cutting in on the right and shooting is always fun. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I could imagine, but I'm not that type of player.
No.
Not there yet. Yeah. You went on to play with the academy. What did you think of the experience of the shift between going from club and then going to play with the academy?
Oh, it's definitely a big transition. Just the professionalism that's involved with being in the academy. Definitely the gear that you get as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I loved the training that I got when I was there. I loved playing. We got to travel a lot for games, so that was definitely a good experience. People that I met, trips that I went on, so yeah.
Okay, I want to ask, you went to all these trips. I know favorite trip for Gabe was London. What was your favorite trip?
Favorite trip was probably GA Cup down in Dallas. But my favorite place that I've been in is London.
London. All of you guys love London.
Or Belgium. We went to Belgium a long time ago.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. What's the experience of being a player playing in the professional academy? What's the routine looking like from the trainings to the preparation to games?
You definitely have to sacrifice a lot because they train, you have to give up regular school probably because they train during the day. So you have to really be thinking about your preparation, your mindset the entire day. It's not just you show up to training and then you go home. You got to think about your meal. You got to think about your diet, your sleep, your preparation mentally, all of that.
What's your pregame looking like?
My pregame, I definitely got to listen to music a lot, 45 minutes maybe worth. And then
45 minutes of music.
Something like that.
Okay.
As long as I can.
Yeah.
Just to get in the mindset. And then really I just like to get on the field.
If we're talking about you got to sit there for 45 minutes listening to one artist on loop or an album, what's the album or the artist?
Album?
Or the artist. It could be
artist. Definitely Kendrick. Just because.
Kendrick.
Yeah. Definitely Kendrick just because of for the pregame, you got to get hyped up. So.
Yeah. You got a favorite song from Kendrick?
There's too many to choose from. That's definitely a good one. I like DNA.
DNA. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Do you listen to the mixer or the one where he features Baby Keem or where he's featuring Baby Keem's? Have you listened to those?
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. Those are good.
Those are fire.
Yeah.
They're fire. I think that's where I discovered both him and Baby Keem. I did not know Kendrick Lamar until I heard him from Baby Keem. But all right, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we'll let you have that one. You went on to play with the academy. What did you think of the experience? Because right now, of course, you're not part of the academy right now. But what did you think of your experience overall? Looking back at the good, the bad, highs and lows, what do you think of it?
It's definitely a positive experience. I would do it again if I had the chance. I had to sacrifice a lot for school and everything, but I got to play with really top players. Yeah, I got experiences with Defiance in the first team. That you can't get anywhere else. Yeah. So definitely positive for me, and it's helped me grow a lot as a player.
You went on later on to win the GA Cup. Where, of course, you said that you think it was your best moment in the academy. Talk me through to the experience winning the GA Cup, because you were very influential, as we've talked about in past episodes for the guests, influential to winning that GA Cup. What do you talk to me through your experience?
Yeah, so going into GA Cup, I mean, we obviously were super hyped up because of how renowned of a tournament it is. But we didn't have high expectations, I guess, because we weren't a favorite. They had a list of 10 favorites in the tournament to win it, and we weren't close to that.
Wow. Damn. They were rating you guys that low?
Yeah, they didn't rate us that season. But and we lost our first game in penalties. But after that, I think a flip just switched in our team, and our defense was definitely probably the biggest part of it, because we only gave up 1 goal all tournament.
That's fire. That is insane.
Yeah, in 8 games or 7 games, something like that. 1 goal. I mean, Stewart, Angel, Gabe, who was the right back? Jason.
We gotta get Angel on here too, except he's in Portland.
Yeah,
we're getting you, Angel. But please keep going.
So then, with GA Cup, you obviously get to play a lot of international teams, so that was an experience. We got to play with teams from Mexico, mainly just teams from Mexico, but that was awesome as well.
What do you think the toughest opponent was to face?
Probably Monterrey.
Okay. What made Monterrey so tough?
It was just really tough conditions for a game. Their team was definitely really great defensively. They didn't have a whole lot of chances attacking wise, but the field was a little bit torn up at that point. There was a lot of winds. It was really hot, so it was just a tougher game.
difficult to break them down or something.
Yeah, finished 0-0. So
You went to what's it called, the final. I
Mhm.
remember watching the final. Yeah, what's his name? Etienne talked about it.
Mhm.
The one assist that you give him where he's pointing at the ball and your head just flipping. You know, I gotta find Etienne. Talk to me to that goal. I know, and you know from that smile, that goal means a lot from you.
Yeah. I mean, we were just so hyped up coming out of halftime.
Uh-huh.
I think the goal happened like 30 seconds after kickoff.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was a good play by, I think it was Chris, to bring it up the field, but then we lost the ball, and I mean, I just jumped on it, and Etienne was just wide open, played him through, had a good finish. So.
Did you see him pointing at the ball, being like, "Hey, I want you to play that right"?
Yeah, I seen that.
So is that where that kind of like thrill of playing an eight comes? You know, of winning these type of challenges where you know it could impact so much offensively.
Yeah, I like being the provider and making those plays for sure.
Oh, that's beautiful. What do you think? What's it called? The celebration when you guys were winning that GA Cup. I saw the video. If you go ahead and take a look at the Gabe's video, we saw the TikTok video from Victor where you're all Victor. Like coming close to the camera right now. How was the celebration?
I mean, everybody was just screaming and running on the field, throwing water everywhere. I mean, I can't even describe it. It was definitely one of the best moments of my life for sure.
I understand. Looking at all you've made so far from up to that point, what do you think is the biggest obstacle you had to overcome to get to the point you are in your career?
There's been a few. I mentioned, the physicality and speed obstacles from a young age, but also in the past year or so, I've gone through a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
I had like a torn abdomen, had like 4 ankle sprains, a few other things. So that's been tough, but I'm glad to be back.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want to ask, after playing with all these teams, after playing with all these tournaments, what makes you the player that you are?
I think what makes me the player that I am is my IQ. Okay. I think from playing in all these situations and being in the academy especially, I've learned a lot about the game. Just movements, ways to break teams down, knowing what teams are going to do. So that definitely, in my opinion, separates me from some players. So yeah. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. I think, who do you think has bigger IQ between you and the past guests right here, between Etienne, Gabe, Akinio, and Stuart?
Stuart, I think, would be close to me.
Really?
In my opinion. He's definitely grown into it a lot.
Where did the others rank?
I think I'd have to put Chris last, unfortunately. I think that his skill is just up here. Okay. So I can't. He still has that. He still has that IQ from playing at Defiance. But and then Gabe, and then Stu, and then I have to put me on top. I mean, if I'm gonna.
Who's your favorite teammate? When you were playing, who was your favorite teammate?
For sure, Gabe. I mean, every time he gets the ball from left back, he just looks up to find me.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much. I played winger a bit in the academy as well, and so he was at left back, I was at winger, so I got to connect with him a lot as well. Oh
wow, that's beautiful. Did you have a favorite coach before? Of course, I mean also including PAC, where you are right now. Did you have a favorite coach throughout all your club and academy days?
I think, to be honest, it would really have to be Pedro at PAC. He's just like, he inspires me because of how much he cares, He's always dedicated. He's texting me all the time. He's reaching out to other coaches about me. So, like, when you play for a person like that, a coach like that, you really want to do better.
That is beautiful. What do you think, what is it called? What do you think makes Pedro like that? Because I think, I look at it and he has players that come and go all the time, but what makes him care so much? Like,
I think it's really just his love for the game. I mean, he's grown up in it.
Let's forget that. It's just my alarm acting up. Yeah.
All good. His love for the game, for sure. I get a little sidetracked.
What's that?
A little sidetracked. Yeah, I mean, it's his heart too, to be honest. He's just like, he has kids, so he cares a lot about that. But he gets really personal with each player that he gets in his system.
What do you think? What are your goals in your career? Like, what do you think are your the goals you give yourself or that you have in your career?
My highest goal would definitely be a pro in Europe at some point. I would love to obviously get into the MLS as well. That would be a dream come true. But
Yeah.
Europe is where you want to end up, right? So,
Yeah. Favorite team? If you gotta go, like, quick fire. Favorite
Barca.
team? Barcelona?
Yeah.
My God. Come on now. So what? Like, what got you into Barca? Like, randomly found a team or family member watching it?
Definitely randomly found them, but Messi and their style of play, it's just too fun to watch.
Oh, that's beautiful, fam. But if you had to go ahead, Madrid comes knocking at your door, $500K a week. Are you playing for Real Madrid?
Yes.
Damn.
$500K a week? Who's turning that down?
You did not think about it, fam. You just talked about being a Barca fan.
Nah, man. They come knocking at my door. That's like I'm a Real Madrid fan for life.
Fam, that is crazy. That's
I mean,
damn.
I think realistically most people would do the same.
I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
Wallahi, I'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
But damn, traitor. I gotta say, just traitor. But it's totally okay. But you of course your goal is to play in Europe. And if you were to play in the MLS, where would you see yourself?
Obviously, my first answer would be the Sounders, just because of my upbringings. But another team that I really love is LAFC. Just their attacking mindset, their attacking style of play. I would love to play for them as well.
Okay. If you had to visit one place in the whole world, or one place you maybe haven't gone yet, or want to go back, what's the one place would you like to go?
Probably like Thailand.
Thailand?
They have a lot of interesting nature and culture.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do though. Before we get into pack and your commitment, we're gonna run a little game of Connect Four. Maybe play round.
Okay.
Try to see that IQ you've been talking about, and then let's get it. How good are you?
I haven't played this in a while.
So that I'm getting a win here, 2 wins.
I don't know about that.
You gonna make me look good? I'll give you the red ones. Here. I think Gabe was the one talking about he's never played and he came on here and he beat me 2 straight rounds. So I'm not even believing you about you not playing for a while because Gabe did the same thing and just went on to destroy me. I think we'll say that's enough. Oh shoot! Look at those reflexes. So you went on to play with Pac later on after the academy. What do you think of the switch and going back to club?
It's definitely a different style of team with EC now, and just you have to take on more of a leadership role and more of an individual responsibility with Impact. Yeah. Whereas in Sounders, you're more nobody's above the team. I wouldn't say I'm above the team at all, but everybody's equal.
Yeah. Give you the honor. What's the switch going like from in terms of like quality in games and all, going back from academy and going to ECNL?
I think it's been a little bit of a drop off in quality for sure, but I've gotten to play different types of players for sure, and I think I've still elevated my game from coming back.
Okay, that's what's up. Assuming, damn, you are not slick. You are not slick. Let me see. What's it like going back and playing against these teams like Crossfire and Eastside with the ECNL team?
It's definitely fun to play those teams. It's just a big rivalry.
So, of course, you went on to later on commit with the University of Washington. What was the process like to committing and going ahead with UW specifically?
I think that the commitment process really sparked after GA Cup. That's when I got a lot of my interest. Just because you don't get opportunities to be seen by coaches from around the country, very often. So that helped a lot. But after, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. after the GA Cup and after Academy really ended, I had a few options, but I think really UW was always the best fit for me with the coaches and the team atmosphere and of course the academics as well.
It also means what is it called? That also means a reunion. Okay. That was, wait, did you win? Oh my God!
This guy.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
You had no way to win anyway after that.
No way! You saw it. You were looking at it.
This guy, I messed up on the one before.
Oh, nah, redo. I lost way too quickly. Way too quickly, fam. There's no way. Damn. I saw him smirk at some point, but he just looked at the camera and he's like, oh my God. Oh, damn. How excited are you to go ahead and play college soccer?
Oh, I mean, it's just a different type of atmosphere there. Obviously, UW gets a lot of fans now as well, so it's gonna be really, really fun.
You're gonna go ahead and play with your teammates, your high school, your Pac Northwest teammates. How excited are you to see that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously gonna play with Gabe, with Chad. Levi is the keeper there as well, so that'll be super fun as well. Just going there with friends. That's
great, man. You're gonna be facing Yater, players like that played at Pike and that you may have heard of. And how excited are you to just face them locally in Washington and maybe guests that we've had here? What is it called on the podcast? It's just all these D1s coming. How excited are you to face them?
Absolutely, I'm excited. It's just cool to see them excelling at a higher level.
Yeah.
And playing them at that level as well will be amazing.
How about you? I'm trying to.
Kind of trapped there, huh?
I'm trying to find cause I could kind of see what you're trying to do, but it's just slick. Like right here. How more do you want it? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see. I can see what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna give you that pleasure. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. And I'm not.
It's over.
Oh no! Oh
my.
See, here's the thing. I'm telling myself, they can see it. I'm telling myself, damn, if I put this here, you just don't play another one here and make it 4. So I gotta play around to avoid it. And the whole time, right, we're done. Screw this game. Right here. I got you. Damn.
My bad.
Nah. You can't do that. I want to ask, assuming Gabe was, Alex, look at Gabe, stay on my mind. Assuming Alex was watching 5 years from now, you had your message for yourself. What would you like to tell yourself 5 years from
now? Hopefully, I would just want to say, I hope you're proud of yourself. You know, obviously you want to keep aspiring towards future goals and improving upon yourself, but always good to be proud of what you've done.
Yes, that's beautiful, bro. Just that first thing and just being proud of yourself. It's just beautiful. I think to keep that mindset, not just let it bring you down and all. But Alex, it was a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
It was awesome to be on. Thank you for having me.
I'm a bit bitter because of how I just lost the last game. I'm gonna be rewatching this clip a lot, but I thank you again for coming on the podcast and just briefly telling your story and how you get to the point you're at. It's not always easy for people to be here because we had a lot of shy people. A lot of people tell me Chris was shy. Do you think Chris would be shy doing something like this?
No.
Nah? Cause
was he?
See, here's the thing. He's kind of like double thing. I don't know if I'll call it shy or excited. when you're watching the podcast, he's all calm. He's answering the question perfectly. When Chris is sitting next to me, his whole leg is like, so yeah, we went to Jacob. So I'm thinking, and I'm sitting there and I'm telling myself, is he excited or is he stressed? Definitely, Gabe now enters in my top 3 most shy people on the podcast.
It's just Tim by nature. I don't think he was nervous. That's just how he is.
We'll let the people judge.
Yeah.
Let the people judge. What are you? What's it called? What are you looking forward to in this pack season that you already started?
Yeah. Hopefully we play Crossfire in a few weeks. Hopefully we can beat them. That's my next goal.
That's gonna be a big game.
Yeah.
Big game. Again, thank you very much for coming. I want to thank everybody for watching the podcast. It's great that you guys still tune in. Mostly since you only came here for Gabe and not me. I mean, for Alex and not me. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to stop staying Gabe. Oh my God. Thank you again for watching this episode of Inside Out Football. Thank you very much for tuning in as always, and we'll see you next time for another guest.